Hello and welcome to this special video. Today we're going to be cleaning the kitchen together in real time. It's easier to do mundane tasks with a friend, so let's do this. By the end of this video, we'll have made major progress on our dishes, stove, tables, trash, floors, and counters. My kitchen is a huge mess and I am going to knock out some cleaning. It's not gonna get perfect, but it's gonna get better. So let's fix up our kitchen. We're gonna start by setting our timer for 3 minutes. This whole process will only take 15 minutes. So our first task is to put our clean dishes away. If you have a dishwasher, this would be the time to empty it. The purpose of this step is that we are creating space to work. We need an empty side of the sink and we need an empty dishwasher if you're using a dishwasher. Things are tough. Things have piled up, but it's okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna focus for just a little bit. We've already almost done a minute of putting our clean dishes away. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna get some stuff done. You know, it's flu season, there's craziness. I get it, no shame. We're not gonna beat ourselves up. Let's just get these clean dishes away. I don't know about you, but I hate dishes. They're just my pet peeve. So I like to think about this verse in the Bible, Philippians 2:12-15. Do all things without murmuring and arguing, so that you may be blameless and innocent, children of God, without blemish in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, in which you shine like stars in the world. So yes, no murmuring, no arguing when we're doing dishes, even if we don't like it. What's your least favorite chore? Let me know in the comments below. So whatever your task, work heartily as serving the Lord and not men. That's Colossians 3:23. Even the most mundane, menial tasks have importance for our souls. There's nothing that's spiritually neutral. So even dishes, putting away dishes, we can do this and you're doing great. We're almost moving on to the next step. And I'm really proud of you so far. You've stuck with it almost 3 minutes. Like, that's a big deal. Mother Teresa said, not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Be faithful in small things because it's in them that your strength lies. So dishes might feel small or huge, but here we go. We're done. We're done. All right. Step 2. Okay. We're going to do dishes, some more dishes, but we're breaking it up. So right now I want you to fill your sink with hot soapy water. And as you are making that hot soapy water, feel free to rearrange your workspace. If there's any more clean dishes to put away, this would be the time to do it. We're going to be fine. I know it's overwhelming right now, but it's going to be fine. We can do this. We just got to focus. Don't look at everything all at once. Just focus on what we're doing right now. If we look at everything, the big picture, we're going to run around like a chicken with their heads cut off, but we need to focus one thing at a time. And don't let your water run over in your sink because you're trying to put away other things. Remember, we have water filling up in our sinks and we are rearranging our workspace. At this point, you can start washing some dishes once your soapy water is filled up. If you have a dishwasher, this is a great opportunity to give your dishes a little bit of a soak in the soapy water and then rinse them off and then throw them in the dishwasher. If you have crusty pans, if you have breakfast from, if you have breakfast from yesterday, no judgment here, none, okay? But just get it done. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna make it happen. G.K. Chesterton said, when people begin to talk about this domestic duty as not merely difficult, but trivial and dreary, I simply give up on the question, for I cannot, with the utmost energy of imagination, conceive what they mean. When domesticity, for instance, is called drudgery, all the difficulty arises from a double meaning in the word. If drudgery only means dreadfully hard work, I admit the woman drudges in the home as a man might drudge at his work. But if it means that the hard work is more heavy because it's trifling, colorless, and of small import to the soul, then I say I give it up. I do not know what the words mean. I can understand how this might exhaust the mind, but I cannot imagine how it could narrow it. How can it be a large career to tell other people's children arithmetic and a small career to tell one's own children about the universe? So beautiful. So we're doing these tiny things, but it's not tiny. Okay, time's up. All done. Next step. All right, we're now moving on to the counters and stove. Take a break from your dishes. If you see a dirty dish that you want to throw in the soak, that's fine. Right now, we're just kind of moving things around our kitchen, going towards the kitchen sink. Basically, like we're bringing it all in. Is there any food left out? We're moving things from the outside towards the inside, clearing these counters. Does anybody have like special tools that certain people in the household need to access on your counters at all times? And if you move them, they get upset. Yep. So we can leave those there, but we're just going to move those to the side a little bit. We are going to move that out. You have your hot soapy rag. You can throw it in your dish soap and wipe stuff down. You can get pots soaking. This is just your opportunity to kind of get these surfaces clear, because when the surfaces are clear, the kitchen looks clean. It's just amazing. It's this beautiful thing. Clear surfaces looks like a clean kitchen. See, there's my little tool, my flashlight that has to be accessible on my counter at all times. I love you, honey, if you're watching this. So to finish the Chesterton quote, he says, how can it be broad to be the same thing to everyone and narrow to be everything to someone? No, a woman's function is laborious, but because it is gigantic, not because it is minute. I will pity Mrs. Jones for the hugeness of her task. I will never pity her for its smallness. So it's so tempting to think of our daily duties as kind of useless and like we're spinning our wheels, but when you think of that, just picture the Blessed Mother cleaning and cooking as perfectly she could for love of her son. All of this is for love of Jesus, even the clearing of the stove. All right, so let's clean our stoves now. Let's move on. If you haven't started your stove yet, start putting that old food away, or whatever food, start putting it away and wiping down your stove, making sure there's no dirty dishes hiding in your stove. Yes, I see you. Let's get those towards the sink. I just have to trust that there's so much spiritual good in doing the most mundane of tasks. I really, really believe that. It is God who's at work in you, enabling you both the will to work and for his good pleasure. All right, we are down to our next task. We're already on task 4, guys. Table and floors. So at this point, you can start clearing off your table and clearing your floor as well. I don't know how many of you guys have toddlers, but they're just the best at putting so many random little doodads on the ground. And so this is a good time to work on great form. Get that squat in. If you got a baby on your back like I do, and you could just make sure you're squatting right and picking up the floor, clearing the table. Let's wipe it down. This is amazing what you're getting done in such a short amount of time. Progress, not perfection. Not perfection. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be pleasing. Pleasing to the Lord. And let's get our kitchens pleasing. If you have a dishwasher and there's dishes on the table, feel free to throw them straight in there. If you don't, if you're doing it by hand, you can put the dishes in the soapy water. I just know when this is done, when the kitchen is clean, your whole house is going to feel so much better. Because when the kitchen's clean, it seeps over. All right, here's the squatting to get all the little doodads off the floor, toys, Tupperware, all the things. Okay, we've got a minute to sweep, everyone. So let's sweep our floors as quickly as we can. We're not going to get it perfect, but it's going to be better. And just concentrate on the middles, okay? This didn't get dirty overnight, and it's not going to get clean in 1 minute. So just do what you can do and make it better. We can always come back next meal or, later to do a proper quote unquote mop or whatever, but this is just getting up the crumbs. Let's get up the crumbs and let's pick them up. All right. Again, this kitchen's not getting white glove clean, but it's getting better. St. Dominic Savio said, I'm not capable of doing big things, but I want to do everything, even the smallest thing, for the greater glory of God. So let's do our tiny progress on our kitchen for the greater glory of God. Slow and easy, guys. No panicking. We're done. Yes. Okay. How's your trash? Let's move on to trash and miscellaneous. What's it look like? Is it a huge mess like mine? Look, guys, this trash, the kind of trash where it's like, I just don't even want to mess with that. I don't even want to take that out. That is what it was that day. So I'm right there with you. And I have all these messy things. So just do a little bit, just make it better. And if you find your trash area is just horrible because people have been playing basketball with the trash, it's okay. It's okay. Just pick it up. It's going to be all right. All right. Now go ahead and set that outside your kitchen. Don't take it outside just yet because we would get distracted. So let's replace that bag before we forget. Let's get that bag back in there. Is it your pet peeve when someone doesn't put a bag in? That is my pet peeve. But, you don't fuss. You just make it happen. We can do this, y'all. This is the last 3 minutes session. You're doing amazing. Let's focus on the dishes again. So I don't know where you're at, depending on how many dishes you had, if you're using a dishwasher or not. But for the last part of this 3 minutes, let's focus back on the dishes and any other thing, last minute detail that you might need to do. So this is your 1 minute and 30 seconds. You're doing awesome. You can't do this wrong. There's not really a wrong way to do this. We just can't whine. And we have to remember that this work is good work. It's God's work if we order it that way and we give him a prayer. So this is good for our souls. It really is. And I have to tell myself that because it's hard. Let's be real. It's so hard to do the kitchen cleanup over and over and over and over, day in, day out, cook the meals. It's hard. So you have to remember how worthwhile it is to do this work that really doesn't feel worth it. Now, you might be asking, like, why are you doing this? Why aren't you getting your children to help? And my children do help, but this video was specifically for those times when you gotta do it on your own. They were doing homeschooling this day, and so mama's got it. All right, let's wipe down that sink. Let's get it nice and shiny. I'm gonna show you a quick tip. Baking soda, if you got these nasty crusty pans, baking soda and dish soap. You make a little paste and let it sit, because this is not wanting to come off. I'll come back to it next meal and it'll be easy to take off. All right, we're done. And we're done. We're done. Look. Hooray. Good job, everybody.
I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I loved making it. If you're brand new here, please consider subscribing and joining our crew. We will see you next time. God bless you. Bye. Now enjoy your clean kitchen for 2 minutes.